Hi, this is Mindy McCarty-Stewart. I'm here with On the Move with Mindy, and I am in a very exciting, very active place, our transportation department, where our buses are here and there's lots of activity going on. So this is very exciting for us to be doing this segment here for everybody in our Firebird country. Todd Silverthorne has been a joy for me to get to know because he cares very deeply about the safety and well-being and getting our students safely to and from school. So, Todd, how are you doing today?
Doing great. It's a beautiful day out, sunny, can't complain.
Great, great. So this is exciting because we are here in the fleet and I believe it's about dismissal time. So about how many buses do we run?
So on a daily we run about 52 buses. We have a total of 72 buses in the fleet. But you know, most of our runs, we average about 280 some runs a day.
Great. So I want to brag about you a little bit. Will you share with our audience a little bit about your background, what has led you to be a supervisor, and some of the roles that you play at the state level?
Sure. So this is my 20th year in school transportation. Started out as a bus driver. From there went into being a trainer, and then I became a supervisor in 2011. I've been with Kettering. This is my 9th school year. It's a great place to be, and absolutely enjoy it. I have a great staff that comes in and works and does the daily tasks that we need to get our students to and from. As far as state level, I'm the past president of the Ohio Association for Pupil Transportation this year, and I'm on the Ohio State Highway Patrol Construction Standards Committee. So I help out and give my advice and insight from there.
Great. Well, we certainly appreciate it. So not only do you serve here, but your expertise is just a benefit to the Kettering City school system. So with School Bus Safety Week coming up, what do you think is really important for our audience to know?
I think a lot of what we need to get out to our community is the reminders of the importance of being out to the bus stop 5 minutes prior. Waiting for the bus in the designated place of safety so that way students are, in the protected zone. Making sure that students are following the driver's hand signals when boarding and loading from the bus. Also the safety from inside the bus, making sure that kids are staying seated, using a quiet voice when talking to others. Making sure that we're not distracting the driver as we're going down the road.
Great tips. Thank you for that reminder. We have a new feature that you've brought to Kettering City Schools, and that's called the Zonar System. Will you share with us what the Zonar System is and what it does?
Sure. So our Zonar System is GPS location for our fleet. We received a $35,000 grant from the National Association for Pupil Transportation and Zonar to implement this. And basically, if we are, out on the road, we can locate the buses. For some reason, if we lose radio contact or, heaven forbid, we have a mechanical breakdown and we need to locate that bus to get, roadside assistance to them. So it's been huge with making sure that, the reports that we get back, it talks about driver speed and excessive braking or anything like that may pop up. So making sure that we're being safe as well as operating the buses, but also giving us the security of where our buses are.
So it's changed a little bit since I rode the bus to and from school. There's a lot of other technology, including the Zonar system, and so I believe there's a Wayfinder system that is now part of our transportation. Can you share with us about the Wayfinder?
Sure. So Wayfinder is part of our routing software. It's installed on the tablets that are on the buses for the Zonar system. And basically what that is we can upload the specific routes that a driver is going to drive that day, and it'll give GPS guidance basically, and the stop locations, and it'll also prompt the students who are supposed to be on that specific stop. So that way we're making sure that our subs that are going out aren't distracted with paper route sheets. They can see the turn-by-turn guidance and make sure that we're getting to the stops. So we're going to be rolling that out within the next month. We had to make sure that all the stop locations were correct in the software, but super excited to get that out.
Great. We appreciate adding another feature that really helps for our drivers and for our students. And not that this is a new piece of technology, but talk a little bit about the camera systems on the bus.
Sure. So a lot of our camera systems, we're going to an 8 camera system unit. So we have what are called 180-degree camera systems or lenses. So instead of them being in the front and the back of the buses, they're also mounted to the sides, side walls, so they can see down into the seats. They can see what's happening, making sure that the audible that we're picking up. There's 6 cameras just on students, and then there's also our red light violator camera on the outside of the bus that we can turn into the police department for those who decide to run our reds.
Great. So not only do we have an extensive training for making sure our drivers are prepared to be on the road safely, giving them these extra tools and resources is greatly appreciated.
Absolutely.
So we know that the Kettering City School District has a priority and a focus on safety and wellness.
Absolutely.
So that we can have a positive climate and culture and that we can have quality learning. And it really starts at the bus stop.
Absolutely.
And getting our students safely to there. So thank you for all that you do. Thank you for the department, all our drivers, and I know that they have responded really well to the Zonar system because our drivers care very deeply for our students. So we appreciate all that you do for the students of Kettering.
Thank you. Appreciate it.